Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A very Merry Christmas to you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day and I hope you guys have a great Christmas season. For this week's video, we're gonna look at 3 easy to play Christmas songs. Let's get started. All right, so grab your guitars and let's get going. Now, as per usual, there's an extended lesson pack available for this lesson. So if you want a bunch of Christmas songs, follow the link above. That will take you to my Etsy store. And for $3, you can pick up like 11 songs. Includes the notation on the staff and of course the tab and the chords to accompany. So if you have a friend or family member that wants to play Christmas songs with you, there's just a bunch of really basic, simple arrangements that anyone can play. So anyway, you can check those out at the store. Other than that, let's get started. All right, so let's start with We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Now I'm gonna play the accompaniment part and the melody together so you guys can see how those two parts fit. And then afterwards, we'll go through a few of the little tricky spots to watch out for. And again, the tab will be on the screen so you guys can play along. All right, so let's briefly go through a couple tricky spots here. The first one is the B7 chord in the accompaniment. Now that can be quite tricky if you haven't learned it yet, but it's gonna be middle finger, index finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. So you need all your fingers. It's a great sounding chord and one that everybody should learn eventually. But if you haven't learned it yet, you can just drop the thicker strings and just play the 3 thin strings. So you can sort of boil it down to 2nd fret on 1st string and 2nd fret on 3rd string and just play those 3. And that's a way of cheating that B7 chord if you haven't learned it yet. All right, the other spot I'd like to look at is that F sharp note on 4th string. That can be tricky to get to if you're a new player. So I like to shift my fingers up 1 fret and basically, play my 2nd frets and 4th frets with my stronger fingers, just like this. Normally you'd sort of line your fingers up like this and you'd have to hit that F sharp with your pinky. But in songs written in the key of D or G, you can oftentimes shift to position 2 and just play through your song like that as long as you don't have too many 1st frets. So that's what I like to do for this song. All right, song number 2 is going to be the First Noel. Now, my absolute favorite rendition of that carol is by the Crash Test Dummies. So if you haven't heard that, definitely Google it and listen to it. It's awesome. And if you know who the Crash Test Dummies are and you know that carol version, that's like a million Christmas points for you. So good job. All right, so let's look at the trouble spots in the First Noel. Now, not everybody knows a B minor chord, so we're gonna look at a couple ways to cheat it. Now, one of my favorite ways is 2nd fret on 5th string, 2nd fret on 3rd string, and 3rd fret on 2nd string. Now, you have to mute the in-between strings, but it's an easy way to play a B minor. And it still sounds, reasonably close. And the other way is to play 2nd fret on 1st string, 3rd fret on 2nd string, and 4th fret on 3rd string. And you'll just play 3 strings. And this way works perfectly. It just doesn't have like the full body of this version because this version has that bass note. So that's why I like that one better. But again, learning a bar chord will put you in great stead in the future. So if you want to do that, that's a great way to go as well. All right, and for our 3rd song, we're gonna look at We Three Kings. Now I picked this one because it's in 6/8 time and it's got some great chords and a really cool melody. So let's check it out. All right, so the first thing to note about We Three Kings is that it's in 6/8 time. So that means we're going to have 6 strums per measure. And when you have a measure with 2 chords in it, you're going to be switching on beats 1 and beats 4. So an example of that would be and that happens a lot in the song. Unfortunately, it's chocked full of those B7 chords, but great sounding chords, so I think you guys should, if you don't know it, definitely take the time to learn it. And what's the other thing? I think the other thing is what I mentioned before in the first song. I'll play most of the time on 2nd fret and 4th fret, and if a 1st fret and 3rd fret comes, I'll just shift my hand back. And I think that's going to be the best fingering for you guys, and the easiest way to get around the neck. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed going through these 3 Christmas carols. And if you want some more Christmas music, you can follow the link above and head over to the tab store, grab that there. And other than that, my information will be on the screen right now. Have a great day. We'll see you guys next week with a new video. Take care.